Morning, all. All right, so this is not the kind of video that I ever enjoy making or any of that. Matiss Kivlenieks, 24 years of age, passed away last night. He was spending the summer in the U.S. Appears he was at a July 4th party, private residence. There was an issue with the fireworks, which caused everybody to have to kind of take off. And in the fleeing of the accident with the fireworks, he fell, hit his head on the concrete, and he has passed away. 24 years of age, which is just that is too young. That is far too young. And so for his family and friends and of course teammates, yeah, that my heart goes out to them for what they're going through right now. And yeah, it's one of those things. And my first thought as a Canuck fan was Luke Bourdon, where all of a sudden they can't be gone. Now Kivlenieks, of course, it looked like his career was on the verge, right? Where he shut out Canada at the Worlds for Latvia not too long ago. During the after the season was done in Columbus, he goes over and represents this country. And I liked Kivlenieks. I legit thought he was going to be at the very least a good backup goaltender in the NHL. Um, and now it's one of those things where you'll never really know, where you can have that debate about how good he might have been or what he might have been able to do. But 24 is far too young. The one thing, and I mean, we've already heard from Gary Bettman, and we've heard from the Columbus Blue Jackets themselves, and this outpouring from both current Blue Jackets and former Blue Jackets. But with expansion coming up, you have to think they're going to get an exemption. So you have to think that every team has to have a goaltender that meets the expansion requirements. So when you go on to Cap Friendly, you'll see those little green check marks. And it doesn't mean those are the only players that a team can pick. It means those guys meet the expansion requirements. They can pick anybody on those lists. But Kivlenieks was that guy, and I actually thought of the players from Columbus that would be available. He might make an interesting pick for Seattle. That he might be a good number 3 guy to have in your roster, so, or in your organization. So I don't know if there's going to be an exemption. I would think that the NHL will say, you know what, it's fine. Columbus doesn't have a goaltender that technically meets expansion requirements. We're gonna, and I don't think any team would have an issue with that at all, because Merzlikins is exempt from the expansion draft, and Korpisalo is the one that's going to get protected. So Kivlenieks was the number 3, and he did meet the expansion requirements. Cap Friendly has already updated their site, so he doesn't show on there. And yeah, so it is one of those things that you do not want to be reporting on. Obviously, I'm not putting ads on this video. And again, my heartfelt condolences to the Columbus Blue Jackets organization, to the family of Matiss Kivlenieks. And it's too young. You're not supposed to outlive your children. That's never supposed to happen. And so, yeah, I'll be doing a news of the day video and all of that other stuff after. I wanted to do this first in its own video, all on its own. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching. It means a lot. It is stuff like this that I look at and I say, man, this, life is definitely fragile. It is, you just never know. So, all the best to you, and thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.